presenting on our video presentation on the title Application of Hydrogen in Oil Refineries, and this is for subject EP422, Petroleum Refining Engineering, and we are from Group 30. I'm Junder.
I'm Puying.
I'm Chayong.
I'm Wei Shen.
And in this presentation, we will be outlining few applications of hydrogen in oil refining. Firstly, hydrocracking, followed by hydrodesulfurization, dearomatizations, isomerization, and dealkylations. Please enjoy the video.
Greetings to Puan Anita and my fellow students. Today we're going to present on our title on application of hydrogen in oil refineries. So why is hydrogen so important nowadays? It's not only used in other industry areas but also in oil refinery as well. So here are some of the main reasons why we use hydrogen in oil refineries. First of all, it can reduce the sulfur content in the crude oil so that it can reduce the emission of sulfur dioxide to prevent environmental pollutions, and as well it can reduce the cork formation on the catalyst during the process, and as well as meeting the heavy crude oil demands in China and India and other worlds nowadays. Of course, other than that, it also helps to improve the gasoline use in crude oil refineries. So moving on to the next one, we have multiple sources of hydrogen where we can get the hydrogen for our oil refinery processing. So first of all, we have steam methane reforming, where we using steam reforming combined with methane or other hydrocarbons to produce hydrogen and other gases, as well as catalytic reformers, whereby we use naphtha reforming method, and gasification, and of course recovery from refinery oil gas process, and last but not least, recovery from syngas.
My name is Puying. I'm going to explain about one of the most significant use of hydrogen in oil refineries, hydrocracking. It is a process of rearranging and breaking the hydrocarbon chain as well as adding hydrogen to the olefins and aromatic compounds to produce naphthenes and alkenes. It is also highly depending on the reaction conditions such as temperature, pressure, and catalyst activity. The products from hydrocracking processes are jet fuels, diesel, kerosene, liquefied petroleum gas, as well as the gasoline fractions with high octane number. In general, there are two main reactions occur in the hydrocracking unit. First one, catalytic cracking of heavy hydrocarbons into lighter unsaturated hydrocarbon. The second one, saturation of these lighter hydrocarbons with hydrogen. During the reaction, hydrogen is also used to control the temperature of the hydrocracker by feeding into the reactor at different points. This keeps the temperature from rising too high for the safety of operation and from cooling to the point that the cracking will not occur. Moreover, the hydrocracking process is assisted by bifunctional catalysts in the hydrocracker. Besides of hydrocracking, there are more important hydrotreating processes with the usage of hydrogen. Now I will pass the section to my fellow groupmates.
Hi, my name is Heng Tun. Today I'm going to talk about the hydrodearomatization and hydrodealkylation. So for hydrodearomatization is a process of removal of aromatic compound into the saturated compound. So this process is important since aromatic compounds is very unstable and it will react easily with the air from the environment. So by adding the hydrogen, the carbon-carbon double bond will be broken and it will convert into the saturated carbon. Thus, it is safety to be stored the chemical such as greener fuel for in future. So for hydrodealkylation, it's a process to convert the aromatic compound into the simple compound which devote the functional group. For example, toluene will react with hydrogen in order to produce methane and benzene. So by looking at the PFD diagram, toluene and hydrogen will go through the hydrodealkylation column followed by going through the distillation column in order to produce the high purity of benzene under the specific temperature and specific pressure.
My name is Chayong. So I'll be presenting about the next application, which is hydrodesulfurization. This is a process catalyzed by either cobalt molybdenum or nickel molybdenum to remove the sulfur compound from the hydrocarbon using hydrogen. This is necessary because the presence of sulfur atom in petroleum is always objectionable due to their process and environmental problems. Firstly, the burning of sulfur-rich hydrocarbon may emit sulfur dioxide gas, which may cause severe air pollution and acid rain. And furthermore, in the refining process, the corrosive nature of the sulfur may corrode the interior surface of the unit operations and more costs incurred for maintenance. Lastly, the presence of sulfur may deactivate the catalyst in the process, whereby it inhibits the reaction process during the refining stage. In overcoming all these issues, crude oil and hydrogen is cold-feed into a fixed-bed reactor, and sulfur elements was expelled in the form of hydrogen sulfide gas.
Hi everyone, my name is Wei Shen. Now, I'm going to talk about hydroisomerization. Isomerization is a process by which straight-chain alkenes are converted to branch-chain alkenes that can be blended in petrol to improve its octane rating. Catalytic isomerization processes that use hydrogen have been developed to operate under moderate conditions. Typical feedstocks for isomerization process include hydrotreated light straight-run naphtha, light natural gasoline, or condensate. The fresh C5-C6 feed combined with make-up and recycled hydrogen is directed to a heat exchanger for heating the reactants to reaction temperature. Hot oil or high-pressure steam can be used as the heat source in this exchanger. The heated feed is sent to the reactor. Typical isomerate product yields are 97 weak percentage of the fresh feed, and the product octane number ranges from 87 to 81 to 87 depending on the flow configurations and feedstock properties. In conclusion, hydrogen plays an important role in oil refineries within variety aspects. It aids in removing the impurities from light liquid petroleum fractions in hydrotreating process, as well as improving the gasoline yields. Also, it improves the quality of oil by increasing the octane rating with the aid of catalysts. It helps in saturation process to remove the aromatic compound or convert it into simpler compound without alkyl group. All in all, refineries fuel cannot be developed for society use without the contributions of hydrogen. So, do you know why is hydrogen important for oil refineries now? Thank you for watching our video and have a nice day.